Serie A week 4 is in the books. It's time to review the Fantacalcio. How did I do this week? Was I able to beat my opponent? I will start with a premise. I haven't won once this season. However, this week I had my biggest point total so far. But that doesn't mean I beat him. Anyways, we'll start off by looking at his team. He decides to show up with a 4-3-3. Svilar in nets. So Svilar, Roma goaltender, allows a goal. So he goes from 6.5 to 5.5. Cecatti from Parma gets a 4.5. Gazzi gets a 7. Hein gets a 5 minus a 0.5 deduction for the yellow card. So his total is 4.5. And then we have Cabal. Cabal doesn't play. Who comes in instead of Cabal? The Vinter, who doesn't score many goals, decides to score a goal against Roma this week, against me this week, and so he gets a 9 as a vote. Now, that being said, his average for the defense is over a 6, and so he gets a modificatore difesa. He gets a +1 on his total from the get-go. Already, I'm annoyed. The Vinter coming in, scoring off the bench. A bit annoyed. Now, a centrocampo, Fratesi gets a 5.5. Neres gets a 7.5, 6.5 plus the assist, so +1. Orsolini gets a 5.5. Up front is where you want to smash your head against the wall. Why? Because Dovbyk scores his first goal of the season. His first of the season against me, of course, so he gets a 10. Retegui, who's been on fire, scores another goal, he gets a 10. And then you have Thauvin from Udinese. He doesn't score 1 goal, but 2 goals this week. And so his total goes up to 14 points. 14 points for Thauvin. Incredible. I already spoke about il modificatore difesa, so that's a +1. Plus il fattore campo, he gets a +2 to bring his total to a 86. 86 points this week. I had to do 86 or more to tie or beat him. I decide to go with a 3-4-3. In net, I have Milinkovic-Savic. He gets a 7, another blank sheet. Torino, very solid defensively. Don't allow too many goals, and so he gets a 7. Cambiasso for Juventus gets a 5.5. Ruggeri gets a 5.5 when it wasn't his best week. Theo Hernandez gets 7. Finally, after the criticism, he gets a 7 plus 3 points for the goal. So he gets a 10 in total. Not a 7, but a 10 in total. The centrocampo, I'll come back in a second. Because this is where you want to start cursing everybody out. But we start off with Yildiz. He gets a 6.5. Abraham scores. He gets a 10. Adams, who was so great against Milan, hasn't been doing crap since I got him, gets a 5.5. A centrocampo, Ederson gets an assist, so he gets a 7.5. Reinders gets a 7, decent. And then we have Calhanoglu and Suslov. Calhanoglu, who I thought was going to play, Inzaghi decides we're not playing him, we're going to rest him. So who comes in instead of Calhanoglu? We get Thuram. Thuram gets a 5.5 minus a yellow card, so he gets 0.5 deducted off his total. So 5.5 for Thuram. And then we have Suslov, who I thought was going to play for Verona, but somehow he gets a knock with the international team. They don't play him, and so who do I have coming in to replace Suslov? On my bench, I had Thuram, who came in for Calhanoglu. I had Samardzic, who didn't play a minute. Lefebvre, who didn't play a minute. And Benacer, who's injured for 4 months, didn't play a minute. So who goes automatically in? A defender. A defender goes in, Miranda. He's my first sub for the defense. And so my team goes from a 3-4-3 to a 4-3-3. He gets a 5. I do get a point for the modificatore difesa. But my grand total is 76.5. And so I lose once again 4-2. But it is incredible that in the week that I get the most amount of points, none of my subs at centrocampo can come in for the players that I'm missing. And he has all three strikers scoring a goal, and a defenseman coming off the bench scoring a goal who basically almost never scores. And so another horrible week for me. That is my Fantacalcio week. I lose again this week, guys. Incredible. I'm done with these stupidities. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. It's going to be a long, long season. Have a great soccer day.